And we're back with method cooking. Tonight we're carving a roasted turkey. If you look at previous videos, I've got how to brine it, how to season it, how to roast it. Now that it's done and set for like 15-20 minutes just to make all those crazy juices settle down, we're actually going to go through the cutting process. So much like the chicken video I had, we're going to do the turkey the same way. It's actually a little bit easier despite it being bigger because it's easier to find the joints and where to cut. The first step with a roasted turkey, just like a roasted chicken, is kind of lift up that skin flap and take out the wishbone. So we're going to cut down each side, and then with thumbs and fingers kind of get up each side and pull it out so that it doesn't get in the way when we start cutting off the breast meat. So cutting up each side, we're going to take the meat and kind of release that wishbone so it's easy to pull out. And you can't see it very well, but you just kind of scoop a finger in there and pop it out. There's the wishbone. A little bit of extra meat on there, which is perfect for the person to snack on who is carving the turkey. We're going to start with the leg thigh quarters. So where the leg and the thigh kind of separates from the breast, cut down through that skin and there's a natural seam. You're going to find, hopefully you'll find, a lot of juice. Just kind of slowly peel at that, and as you turn the turkey up, you'll see where the two connect. You can slip in your knife, cut through that little bit of meat and skin, and now you've got a leg thigh portion. The best part, hands down, of any turkey, chicken, I think any bird, is the oyster. It seems weird because it sounds like a term you use for seafood, but where the leg and the thigh meet the rest of the body, there's a little scoop joint called the oyster. And this meat, hands down, is going to be the most tender and most delicious part of the entire bird. So I'm flipping the turkey around a little bit more than I normally would, but I'm trying to get the best view of how to carve and cut it up. So with the turkey turned around to get the wing off, just kind of pull slightly, and there will be that natural break where it meets the top of the breast. From there, you'll cut in just a little bit, peel a little bit more, and then pull your knife through until it is separated. Set that to the side, and we can pick it off for meat or throw it into something to make broth or soup with. Next up, we're going to cut the breast. You might notice that I've used a utility knife the whole time. It really is whatever knife you feel most comfortable with. The one thing I would recommend against would be an electric knife because it seems like all that ends up with is a pile of shredded turkey. So once you kind of know how the bird is set up and how to cut it, using this knife, a chef's knife, or even something longer, makes the process easier and you can actually put together a nice turkey platter. So with the turkey breast, just like the chicken, right in the middle is going to be the breastbone. So we're going to go just off to the side of that and start cutting down. As you cut down, you'll hit that bone, and that's where you know you've got as deep as you can. So we're just going to get a couple fingers in there, pull it to the side, pull that knife right along that breastbone, and that whole turkey breast is just going to slide off. So the breastbone runs right down the center. As you clean off one side, you'll be able to see that the bone is right there. So as we cut it, we're going to cut off just to the side, and the blade is going to follow that natural curve, and as it cuts through, that whole breast meat section is just going to peel off. Now with all the main cuts cut off the turkey, there's a lot of good scraps here. If you're running out of time or things are behind, this is a great almost like appetizer to set out where, classically like uncles and dads and grandpas can walk over and pick off a chunk. Or you can peel it off yourself, throw it in like a turkey salad, almost like a chicken salad, make soup out of it. There's a lot of different options, but there is still a decent amount of meat here that without a really careful knife, you're gonna miss. Now when it comes down to plating and actually presenting the turkey, if it's a big potluck, you might just throw it all in just like a giant plate and it's kind of a mess. Or if you're looking for that kind of gourmet look, we'll start with the breast. We're going to cut it at a bias, which only means we're going to cut it at a slight angle. The nice thing about this is as you slice it, you can kind of shingle it out on the plate and it presents and looks really good. So we'll take a few slices of that breast. Set it down on the plate. Follow behind that, we'll go with the leg thigh portion. And again, like the chicken video, there's a natural point where it's really easy for the thigh and the leg to break away from each other. So as you kind of push away between your fingers, you'll see where that joint is, and you're able to split the two very easily. To that, we'll throw a leg on. For people that want dark meat, we've got the thigh. And then, because it's readily available, we'll do a nice pile of pulled white meat off on the side, and that is actually what gets delivered to the table. Thank you again for watching Method Cooking, how to cut/carve a turkey. Now that everything's plated up, you're ready to go. And even though it'll taste the same as if you didn't do it this way, now it looks a little fancier and kind of has that like panache to it. So make sure you like it, love it, follow, share it, and I'll see you next week.